A little bit more high-speed grip now. But I still wouldn't count it wonderful. There we go. A little bit. Finally, it's taken 5 laps to get some entry rotation into there. Hi guys, Jimmy Fluke here for Apex Racing Team, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Radical SR10, newly released to iRacing in 2022 Season 3 build. This is a bit of a new experience for me. I have very little experience actually with the previous SR8. From what I remember from that car, it was a really fun, very pointy on the nose car, very nicely balanced through a lot of corners. So today we're taking a look at its big brother effectively. So I've got pit limiter, and off we go. Okay, this thing absolutely goes. It is no slouch in a straight line. Got some downshift protection and... Ooh, okay, interesting. So, quite a bit of understeer there initially. That might just be a cold tires thing, but we'll evaluate further. Okay. Definitely does not want to turn.
A few moments later.
So as for the official series, whilst I'm going on here, I will discuss that very quickly. The races are about 30 minutes long, as I run deep and run off the road. That's not going well. Cool. So, take 2. Off we go. So yeah, initial feeling is that the car definitely wants to push on throttle pickup. Normally through cascades there, in most cars that I've driven, the front end likes to grip up quite nicely through there. Not so much in this thing. See the tire marks before I went off. And then you can just hear there in third that the inside rear is spinning up, so that to me definitely indicates that the differential is very, very open. But as mentioned before, don't have tremendous rotation on entry either. So this is very, very safe, very, I would say, beginner friendly to the point of almost being too pushy. For a car that goes as quickly as this, you do have the feelings that it is going to rotate and turn and be fairly agile, but it does feel quite lazy almost, especially on the front end. So I feel like I'm having to work the wheel a lot to just feel like the front tires are doing something. And you have to be very, very precise with the trail braking to try and get the car to turn how you want without locking an inside front. Yeah, so it's just play it and patient with the throttle pickup, but once you get onto the throttle, you can jump on it quite aggressively. Like, I would fully expect more rotation there on throttle, but it just doesn't quite happen. So, okay, we're onto the 4th lap on the tires, and I still don't feel like we've got tremendous front end. Grip is improving slightly, and I'm also pushing it a little bit harder. But I'm just waiting for the back end to step out, and it never even threatens to. Yeah, the mid-corner understeer is probably the worst out of the lot, because you feel like you've made the apex of the corner fine. And then the car just pushes. We'll try 3rd. And then, yeah, I just jammed on the throttle there before the before the crest, and it did finally want to break free. 18.6. We'll try one more lap. So as we go along, the tires do sort of come up to temperature and pressure, so the high speed stuff does feel a little bit better. But again, we're still getting the inside rear wheel spin on throttle pickup out of the slow speed stuff. A little bit more high speed grip now, but I still wouldn't count it wonderful. There we go. A little bit. Finally, it's taken 5 laps to get some entry rotation into there. So in closing, for the Radical SR10, it's a very beginner-friendly car. A lot of understeer. Not my favourite driving experience, as much as I love the idea of the Radical SR10, especially at a track like Oulton Park here, which should fit it absolutely wonderfully. Unfortunately, the balance, more so than anything, it does let it down a little bit. The inside rear spinning up indicates that the differential is far too open, and so it does lead to a little bit of a weird driving experience. But if you are interested in it, then obviously there is the official series that will go off top of the hour, every other hour. Races are about 30 minutes long. It should still be fairly popular, fairly interesting, but it's unfortunately not quite my cup of tea. But something that is my cup of tea is the setups that we provide for Apex Racing Academy. So if you want a car with a bit more balance, we've got GT3, GT4 cars, we've got open wheelers, we've got prototypes, we've got plenty to choose from. With that, I want to thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoy the rebuild for 2022 Season 3.